Consumer confidence crashing this month. The Consumer Confidence Index dropped to 98.3 from 105.3 in January, far below economists' expectations. The biggest monthly drop in more than 4 years. Dwan Hogard joins us live with more on what's driving the low confidence. Dwan, good afternoon.
Well, good afternoon to you, Barbara. That month, the month dip, just as you mentioned, from January to February, is the biggest dip in consumer confidence since August of 2021. And this afternoon, nearly everyone, I'm told, is feeling the pinch.
It's hard making ends meet for our nonprofit and everything.
Wade Rosar runs the nonprofit Friends of Hometown Heroes. They supply bulletproof vests to police departments for canines. And as outlined in today's conference board report, consumer confidence coming in at a low 98.3, down from 105.3 in January, serving as a snapshot of how he and his business are struggling to survive financially, trying to continue to make an impact.
This is probably one of the worst years I've seen even during the pandemic. We still survived. We made it through that. But I'm scared about this economy right now. I really am.
He believes the solution to improving consumer confidence is getting rid of the recent tariffs imposed by President Donald Trump. Those tariffs also cited as a concern in the conference board's consumer confidence survey.
Threat of tariffs is actually scaring a lot of businesses because it's so raised the price so high for the consumer, and businesses can't afford to pass it on to their customer. This is a big problem.
And it's affecting you?
Yes, it is. And financially, it's hurting me on my personal end too.
Duke economist Connell Fullenkamp says it all boils down to consumer uncertainty and Americans not knowing how decisions coming out of Washington will impact them.
On the trade side, on the foreign policy side, on the employment side, what is the government going to do? That actually, really does hurt people's willingness to get out there and spend.
And in my conversation with Wade, you could certainly hear that concern in his voice and how deeply personal his nonprofit is to him in being able to help out these local law enforcement agencies. He says he's even having a hard time getting people to volunteer. They simply, he says, don't have the time nor the energy to do so because they're having to pick up 2 and 3 jobs. So ahead for you on Eyewitness News at 5:30, we'll hear again from Wade on how he's responding to this consumer confidence survey. Live in Durham this afternoon, Dwan Hogard, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.